So I know we've talked a lot about academics today and the impact that that's made on your life, but I know there's also a really special teacher who you grew up with who's made an impact as well. Who is she? And I know you've got a surprise for her, right?
Yes, Miss Simmons. She was my math teacher and my homeroom teacher.
So I know, Miss Simmons, we're going to your classroom right now. When you kind of walk in, what memories come back to just being in the classroom at your school?
This room brings back memories for different reasons because this was my homeroom when I was in 7th grade.
Okay.
You know, oftentimes when you all graduate, like that's it. You know, we never see you all again. And so I'm really, really honored to see you back.
Welcome to Homecoming, presented by American Airlines. I'm Haley Elwood, joined by Chargers rookie first-round pick Zion Johnson. Zion, where are we?
We're in the great state of Maryland right now, and you know, later on we're going to go by and see my hometown, Bowie, Maryland. A few other things in store, but see some things about me and where I came from.
Your mom Tammy is going to join us. We got some surprises along the way. Let's go.
Let's go.
So we are here in Annapolis. I know this is a place that means a lot to the two of you. Talk to me about why you guys would come here and what you would do when you're here.
Well, I would always find some special places to take Zion so he can just be exposed to different things. And we both like the water and we like boating and wonderful atmosphere here.
As a youngster, I really liked water. I like being near the water. I like swimming, so especially, you know, as a kid. So I think we kind of just gravitated to it.
How would coming to a place like Annapolis strengthen the bond between the two of you?
Well, we had one-on-one time to, I mean, it's a very cultural place to have, you know, good conversations. He's very inquisitive, and it kind of prompted that here. And just to be able to, that one-on-one, spending time together.
I notice you have the draft cap on.
Yes.
This year, 2022, is obviously a very special year for Zion. Now that he is in the NFL, what did that moment mean for you?
I'm still surreal in this moment of just pure, you know, joy. I just was just so full by how blessed he is, and just, you know, just to see your child happy and that walk that he took and the smile on his face. I knew he was happy, and that's all I needed.
We've had an interesting journey, you know, through Davidson, you know, my late start in high school, and then going to BC. There's been a lot of change. And to finally have the Chargers, you know, one of the best situations for me personally, you know, we're both just happy and we're thankful and humble.
Your home is so great. Zion, I think when it comes to offensive linemen, you hear cross-training a lot, and it's something you do, obviously, position-wise. But you're so interesting to me because you cross-train a lot off the field with your academics, your interests. Why was that something that was always so important to you?
I think growing up, my mom always stressed to me the importance of being a well-rounded human being, just, you know, making sure that you try things throughout life in different areas, so, you know, you just value the experiences you've had, you know, coming up.
But, you know, I've tried to expose him to many things, you know, and if he expressed an interest in something, we tried it. And I just feel like that's the best way to see, you know, to guide you, because I think, you know, if you find something that you like, you find your niche, you know, it's a job you'll love forever. And so I think he found his true love in football. So,
Tammy, when did you realize in terms of academics that he was on a different level?
we're at the point when his grades became more important to him than to me. And he'd come home with a B and be so very disappointed. And I'm like, you did good, it's okay.
Yeah.
And he would do the work just like he does on the field to make sure that he, you know, he was excelling. But I'll tell you another point too is when he started bringing home the homework and I was looking at it and scratching my head.
Like, going, I don't know.
And then he'd explain it to me. Yes. Okay, good, that's right, get it. I know what he's talking about. Yeah, because he was a real good math guy.
I remember talking to you about this. I was watching Good Morning Football when Zion was on the show and was just rattling off, you know, computers. cybersecurity, math, science. I was like, this is so interesting to me because it's not a common story that you hear.
So I'd research the different parts, the graphics card, the CPU, and I'd put it together.
Whatever it takes, right? I do.
Hey, yeah.
Some guys say, I can do special teams, I could just fix your computer.
It's great. You could play O-line for us, and then, you can be our tech guy.
Yes.
It really goes back to what I was taught when I was younger about being well-rounded. Like, I don't want to excel at one thing. I don't want to be my best at one thing. I want to be my best at everything I do, whether that's in the classroom, on the field, or whether it, means being a good, son to my mother, or just being true and authentic in everything you do.
So I know we've talked a lot about academics today and the impact that that's made on your life, but I know there's also a really special teacher who you grew up with who's made an impact as well. Who is she? And I know you've got a surprise for her, right?
Yes, Miss Simmons. She was my math teacher and my homeroom teacher, and we have a grant for some supplies for her classroom that we want to present to her.
This is awesome. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
So here we are at Riverdale Baptist. How many grades were you here for?
I was here from 6th grade to my senior year of high school.
What sports did you play here?
I played golf and football. I played golf middle school through 11th grade, and then played football 11th and 12th grade.
Cool. All right, let's go find Miss Simmons.
All right, let's go.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking well. Looking well.
Yeah. This is my late slip. I've had plenty of these in my day. So yeah, we were late.
Suzanne, I know you got your late slip
Yes.
for today.
Yeah, got my late slip. I remember my mom, I talked about earlier how much of a hard worker she is. And she'd have a lot on her plate, so sometimes I'd come in late, get some late slips, but it really kind of took me back to then when I would get those late slips in high school and middle school. So.
What kind of student was Zion?
Oh, excellent. He was absolutely excellent. I felt like in AP Calculus, I felt like the class was made for him.
Oh my gosh.
That it just was everything that he wanted it to be.
To me, if someone says AP Calc was made for you, that seems like the highest compliment someone
No.
could pay.
And it was my favorite class, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, I was excited to go to calculus every day. And of course, there were challenging parts to it, but it was exciting to be able to work at that each day. And, Miss Simmons was there to help us, and, we were able to grow in it.
So I know, Miss Simmons, we're going to your classroom right now. When you kind of walk in, what memories come back to just being in the classroom at your school?
This room brings back memories for different reasons, because this was my homeroom when I was in 7th grade.
Okay.
I took history, American history in here in like 7th grade, and yeah, a lot of familiar faces flashing right now, so. Hopefully this doesn't break. Okay, this isn't bad. I've got a question.
And Zion, I know we're here, obviously, to pay a great visit to Miss Simmons, but you have something you want to tell her, right?
Absolutely. So for attending the draft, I was given a college football playoff foundation grant of $1,000 for your students, for supplies and whatever they need in their class. And I wanted to come here and present that to you in person because, I know how important you were to me as a math teacher and how much you helped my confidence and helped me become a better student, and to be able to help you do that for other students would mean a lot.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'll appreciate that.
No, thank you for.
They'll know about calculators.
There we go.
Thank you so much. That is so awesome.
No, I mean, like I said, Miss Simmons wasn't just there for me for my academics. She was someone I could go to and ask for advice and ask her, am I doing the right thing here, or what do I need to do to, make friends and that sort of thing. And she was very helpful in that regard as well. And that meant a lot to me.
But I would always say, just be who you are. That God will make room for who you are.
Absolutely.
And we see that He has.
So Zion, looking back at your time here from Riverdale Baptist to where you are now, what experiences will you draw on that you had here now that you're in the NFL?
I think there's been so many lessons, positive lessons that I've been taught. But the biggest one I'd say is, faith. This is a Christian school, and, we talk a lot about you know, our faith in Jesus Christ, and that's something I'll bring with me for the rest of our life. You know, I'll always be thankful for that.
Well, we are so thankful that you had us out here. It's been great getting to know you and learn more about you as a Chargers rookie this year. Thanks so much for having us out here.
Thank you for coming.
And this has been Homecoming, presented by American Airlines.
If you want to see more content like this, check out the link right here.